We're driving a tuk-tuk across Laos, one of the most remote, underrated countries in Southeast Asia. With the wild north behind us, we're diving into central Laos to chase a secret almost no travelers ever see. Ahead of us lies a mind-blowing phenomenon, one of the largest river caves on the planet, and somehow no one visits it. This is one of Laos's biggest hidden gems, and we're about to explore it.
So we've just turned off the main Thakhek loop road and we're going towards Shibangpai Cave. And the best news is that it's a brand new road. Like, look at this. I'm pretty sure this used to be a dirt road, so it's going to be an enjoyable ride.
Like the view, look at that.
That looks like untouched. Nice. Really beautiful.
I can't believe we still haven't been to this corner of Laos before.
This is stunning. This road is so crazy. There's like massive rocks, probably loads of hidden caves in there.
And look, this is like proper
tribal villages. Sabaidi! You little kids. It's beautiful. Wow, look at that.
Wow, look at that.
Just how the greenery comes down the rock there.
It's so like, whoa.
It's insane.
Proper Jurassic Park vibes in this area.
They actually remind us of in Vietnam. There's a few places that have rocks like this. And we're not far from Vietnam, like Phong Nha National Park. In fact, the area we're going has just been established as a UNESCO site as an extension of Phong Nha Ke Bang National Park in Vietnam. Because they joined together.
Can't believe it, never been here. Brand new road, no traffic, just beautiful scenery and mountains.
Yeah.
So good.
Haven't seen any other people driving this way so far, so maybe there won't be many people in the area. We might be the only ones at Shibangpai Cave, which would be pretty cool. Mario just lost his iPhone. It's literally fallen in the road. We don't know where it's gone. So I literally just saw his phone there. I just called it. It was out of the case. I don't know where the handle's gone.
I don't know.
It just cracked the... We've cracked here, but it's still working. Because it fell out really hard, like really fast. We were going so fast. My God.
Not sure if the actual screen is cracked or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm surprised. It came out the case, but it was all right. Where's the holder gone?
I don't know. Look where it fell. This kind of helped to...
Oh yeah, it broke your case.
That's why I did say I need to get a proper case.
You need to get like a industrial case. So we've just arrived in the town we're staying tonight. The area is called like Bulapa. There's 3 guest houses here. The one we just went to is full, apparently. She said, bummy, they don't have. So we come to the second guest house in the town. They've got a room. Apparently all this side was booked up. I'm not sure if there's an event happening or what, because it doesn't look like there's any tourists here, so it must just be local people coming. We did see a funeral over there. Maybe it's because of the funeral, but we got a room.
I love adventures when you don't have options left and that's last minute, everything's booked up and you're in the middle of nowhere, you've never been here before, and that's what we live for. I love this feeling, I don't know. And then you manage to get something. It might not be the best, but it's something.
Aircon, desk.
Very, very simple, but
it's good enough. Looks all right. So today we're heading to Shibangpai Cave, but first we've come to the market here in Bualapa.
This is the only potatoes available. Some of them are rotting away already.
Yeah, I don't think many people eat potatoes out here.
The whole market has no potatoes. This is the only place for the potato.
We've got 2 still.
Yeah. I think we'll just be alright. I think it's about enough.
So we're just getting some vegetables. We just got some meat from this like frozen meat shop there. We've had like a few freezers. Got some pork because we want to have a barbecue right by the cave. And the second stop is the beer shop. What have you got there?
3 beers. It's like, and do you need like Pepsi? No. So I got her anyways, because you know how it is with girls. They say, nah, I don't need anything. And then if you don't get anything, be like, why didn't you get me anything? Classic. I've got anyways. I got some extra. I know how that goes.
So, got supplies.
Got everything.
I'm excited.
Me too.
It's gonna be nice. This district, Bulapa district, has everything you need. It's got pharmacies, shops, markets, even got B-cell ATMs, which was quite surprising. And Mario even changed his phone screen cover here for like $1 or $2. And luckily the screen wasn't actually broken, it was just the screen cover. So that was good. Phone's still working. We're not getting a new phone holder though, because the last 2 have failed us. So we're not risking it again. But yeah, this area is just beautiful. They also have like the cutest little school here. Look at this beautiful blue building. Looks so traditional. Then they have a really nice building there, and there was actually a sign here that said funded by MAG. So I think the charity MAG works a lot here. They cleared the area here. Apparently this area is one of the most bombed districts in Cameroon province, as well as Shenkwang province is one of the most bombed districts as well that we went to earlier when we went to Ponsavan. But this is also one of the top bombed places. There's so much unexploded ordnance here. It's insane.
Isn't this known as, it's not just to be the most bombed place, but the most unexploded bombs?
Yeah, there's loads.
With most unexploded bombs still.
Which we didn't even know until we saw that sign and then did a bit of research. Because this town is actually on the Ho Chi Minh Trail, so the old road that connected Vietnam and Laos during the war. So there's a lot of history here. Pretty sad, it was targeted a lot during that time with the bombings. But still, it preserved a lot of its beauty. Lovely town, and now they've got this really nice road running through. It's so accessible to get here. I can't wait to get to the cave though. Started going uphill into the jungle now, getting closer to the national park. Pretty excited, the views look epic. Wow, the nature's so well preserved here as well. I feel like we're gonna take off.
Like a kite.
Take some flight. Imagine. Imagine we discover a tuk-tuk could actually fly.
Sick, just like fly for like 5 minutes and you're done again.
Paraglide there.
Side of the mountain.
Look at these rock formations over there. So nice. That looks crazy. It looks so spiky. So we've just arrived at Shebang Phai Cave, parked our tuk-tuk here. So when you drive in, they actually have bungalows and camping here. And then the cave is just over there. But these are the bungalows. We're staying in a bungalow. It's 150,000, but it's really nice. Yeah. Look at this. Got everything you need.
Nice and simple. It's clean. It smells good.
Yeah. Bed, fan.
It's relatively newish.
Yeah. Or you can get a tent for 100,000, which is like $5. You camp over there under the trees there. But it's nice. There isn't any signal here. There's no like Wi-Fi and there's no Unitel signal, but
hang out with me.
we're gonna have to talk to each other. Damn it.
Apparently this whole place is not fully open yet. It's gonna open in about 2 weeks because the rainy season just finished. Over there's like a little restaurant completely empty. There's nothing there, so it's not open. There is no boats to take us to the cave or anything like that, so we just kind of a bit too early. So there's obviously a pro to it. There's no people, so it's to me and Olivia all to ourselves. A con that there's no boats, but talked to these locals, with the help of another guy. I managed to organize a $10 boat all the way into the cave for tomorrow morning. So we're staying a little bit extra time in here. But this was so lucky to get that.
Yeah.
Usually an actual tour into Shebang Phai Cave costs you between $300 to $360 per person. Yeah, so it's quite, it's like $700 plus for me and Olivia. So yeah, travels in tow style, we found another way. Of course, we're not going to the very depth of it, but definitely going into it. And that's the river that comes out of the Shebang Phai Cave. One of the most mysterious caves in the country, guys. We're about to see it. Getting close to that valley of the cave here. Wow, what an incredible area. Look at all this water. Man, so much room to swim and stuff like that. And it's starting to look like that's the entry to the cave, and I'm like, what the hell? It almost looks artificial. You can see that A-frame there.
Pretty noisy for a cave.
May, it's a big cave. It's a big cave. Quite strong currents. Over there's almost looking dangerous currents. May, it's starting to open up. Look at this cave, boy. May, that looks like, that looks gigantic. It looks like ancient alien base.
Makes you dizzy.
It does make you dizzy. Generally feels like I'm in some kind of alien or like ancient structure. Advanced civilization remains. Oh man.
Is that real? What the hell?
That's where we're gonna be going. So you see the waterfalls?
Oh.
As I mentioned earlier, the tours aren't really available yet because the water level is too high right after the rainy season. During the rainy season, the water goes all the way up. It's proper crazy dangerous. But now I talked to the locals. They might bring a boat tomorrow morning and they take us up there. But if you look, that's where they would have to bring the boat up all the way to there, unless they would just bring it this way and put it there. Otherwise it's impossible. Look at this thing.
I think it's bat poo that's falling.
Yeah, I can smell it, yeah.
Don't look up like with your mouth open.
But yeah guys, this thing goes very, very far. And it's sort of like a little brother or little sister of Song Dung Cave in Vietnam by the looks of it. They are connected in underwater rivers all the way to Song Dung Cave. It is the same mountain region, it is the same, you know, cave system. Man, I'm speechless.
I think one of my favorite things about this cave is that it's not overdeveloped. So there's just a simple path to walk in and get here. It's still paved, but it's not like too built up or anything, so it still feels pretty magical when you're hiking through the jungle and then you get here. Also, they only take paddle boats in there. There is no engine boats. And inside the cave, where the part where you can walk around, there's no lighting, there's no electricity, so you have to have a head torch. Pretty magical, you know, very different to Kong Lo Cave, which is a lot more built up for tourism. Also impressive and amazing, but a different vibe. I feel like this is a lot more magical for the fact that it's not developed in that way. There's no engine noises when you're going through the cave. There's no lights, so it's gonna feel like you're really actually in a cave.
So we've been walking along the river, enjoying the beautiful cave, and we finally found a little spot for us to go and have a little swim in this river. It looks kind of like not too intense and like a little beach here.
As long as you stay here and don't go in the
Yeah,
current.
exactly. I think, yeah, right here should be okay.
Oh, it goes deep.
Yeah, I think this is okay right here. You're good, you're good.
It's cold though, babe.
Hey,
It's freezing.
is it?
Yeah, because it's cave water.
It is cave water, isn't it?
Okay, I'm done.
That's a good little refresh though.
Okay, that's enough. Get back in the sun quickly.
Oh man, you gotta appreciate the place though. Wow. Why, but it's beautiful, natural wonder.
And no other people around, just the nature and us, no loud music on speakers. It's really nice. So we were just kind of sunbathing over on the beachy area and it was really nice. Mario's trying to teach me how to skip stones because I can't do it, and yeah, absolute fail. But they kind of got cloudy. The sun went away, got a bit cold, so we've come back to the bungalow and we're about to set up our barbecue for the evening. So basically there is a restaurant here on site, but it's just not open. I don't know if it opens when it gets a bit busier here. Hello, oh, you're so dirty. But yeah, there's just no food on site right now. So luckily we brought all of our barbecue stuff from Bualapa town, which is about half an hour drive away, and we're going to be making our own barbecue. Although if you forget, we've actually just gone to the shop about 1 minute drive out of here. There's a couple little shops. We got charcoal, we got a whole bag. We've got gas there. We even opened the freezer and they have like whole chickens. They have fish, and they even had a squirrel in a bag. So they got literally everything there. So you could just buy your food in the village just there. And yeah, this is the barbecue we've got. So I think Mario's just prepping it now. He's just getting some wood and we're gonna cook. So hungry. So we realized there's actually loads of trees around here, so we can just set up our hammocks. We have 2 hammocks. We haven't even used them yet on this trip because we haven't really had a chance to camp anywhere that had trees. But here we are. We're not camping in it tonight obviously because we have a bungalow, but it's nice to just chill in this. And then the tuk-tuks kind of become like the food bar section. So we've got all our harvest here on the front seat. We actually just bought sweet potatoes off the owners here. They said they had them for sale, so we've got them as well. And back here we got the bar. We got water, the beer lao, a couple extra, some sodas. We've got a lot of stuff. But yeah, these are the views. The views, nature's bathroom. Looking pretty nice. It's actually got a little sunset going on over there. And we've also got some pork. That's quite a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of meat.
It's a lot.
So we're finally having a little cookout, a little barbecue happening. And the best part of all, guys, I've been cooking this for ages. And see what the stew looks like. Whoa, look at that. So I grilled the meat first and I cooked it all there. It's been grilling about almost 3 hours, man. The carrots and potatoes in there, look at that. The broth is looking so brown. Take like a big fatty bit, it's well stewed up.
Why does it look like a dog jumped up at you? You got little dog paws on your t-shirt.
Yeah, the dog did jump at me.
Is it good?
I think we're just gonna enjoy this. I just chill a bit longer by the fire and just go to sleep after this because man, I'm so tired to be
We gotta wake up early tomorrow. We're going in a cave, the biggest cave in the country.
Yeah, pretty excited, pretty nervous actually. So it's day 2 by Shabang Phai cave area, and today we're actually going into the cave. You know, we thought that this is not gonna be possible because the water levels are really high and Vietnam currently is struggling with, you know, big floods. So even though the water levels are a little bit high, we're still doing it, and I think we're the first people to do it this season after the big floods and the big rains. So it's a nervous thing to do, you know, because I'm like, the thing is like this, what we're doing is not necessarily an official thing. I just made a deal with local people, but like made me feel good. They give me a life jacket, a torch.
At the national park. It says national
Yeah,
park.
so that's pretty good. All right, let's see if our little boat, what we're taking a ride on today, what we're sailing on. But man, the current looks so intense down here. Wooden boat there. That's our boat. And we're about to go. This one is very likely to flip. It's a very flippity boat. I know that one very well. Okay. Oi. Okay. Careful.
The guy's turning around. This is definitely more adventurous than Kong Lo Cave. The boat looks pretty fragile.
Careful, don't slip here, yeah? Your feet even, yeah. Your legs even. Otherwise we're sinking. Yeah.
This feels so dodgy right now.
It's really wobbly, right? And the current is pushing you there down the big waterfall. You don't want to go there. But here we are sailing away. This is insane, guys. I think this is the most beautiful thing I've ever been to. It looks out of a fairy tale. This looks like artificial almost. The ceiling. It's a shame that the boat's a bit wonky, wobbly, so I can't really turn around much because I feel like we're gonna just fall in any time. Whoa. But yeah, it's really, really beautiful.
We're leaving the light over there and we're entering the darkness. Guys, I forgot to tell you, this is actually the largest river cave known in the world. So we're entering it right now. Absolutely no electricity, just these headlights to guide us and a paddle boat. Fingers crossed we make it back alive.
We're getting a little bit deeper now. Starting to look more intriguing and mysterious. So from here on we go up 6.5 kilometers, but possibly we could. I don't think we're gonna do that today.
You can do that on a paddle boat, you have to go with a guided tour.
Yeah, like an engine boat. It's wild. The current's pretty strong too.
So different to Kong Lo, so much more scary.
So much more wild, right? Like nothing like tourist stuff. This is literally off the beaten path, guys. Literally. Going into the unknown. Whoa.
They believe a spirit lives in the cave here.
So yeah, the whole spirit thing is kind of wild.
They believe a good spirit lives in the cave and like helps the people who enter the cave. But they have to do a sacrifice every year to please the spirit.
I hope we get something good from that.
I hope they did the sacrifice this year.
I hope so.
So our guide is just checking if we can actually walk around here. You can't really see, but there's massive structures here, a big hill.
And as you can see, the whole mud is like wet because it was just submerged by water not that long ago, like a few days ago.
Yeah, he's showing, look, it's really slippy.
Bopenyang. Bodai.
Yeah, it's a bit dangerous.
Yeah,
so this cave is actually closed in the rainy season. Obviously we started this trip during the rainy season, so it's kind of ended now, but only just. So if you want to do this, I'd recommend December until maybe April or May is the best time to come here and see this when it's less water. Kopchai Lalai, it was very nice, man. Really, really good experience. Alright, we're back on land again. Actually, feels good to be back on land. We weren't in there for too long because we couldn't walk, obviously, but it was enough. It was actually quite scary. Once you get around that corner, it is just pitch black, and you're on this tiny boat that feels like it could flip any moment.
I don't know, but when we were going in Kong Lo Cave, even though you are going in pitch black, and yeah, they have an engine boat and it's a bit sturdier, it just felt better and safer in Kong Lo Cave for the fact that the water is never too deep. In here, when you go, you can tell the water is so high up, it's so deep, and you could generally, if you flip, if you can't swim, you get sucked into these underground rivers.
Yeah, it feels really
terrifying,
remote.
Yeah, really remote.
But yeah, it actually only cost 150,000 for the boat. I think you could fit 3 people in there. It's only like $7, but yeah, it's a bit cloudy now, so we're probably just gonna make a fire in our little corner here and cook up some food. We just had a really great barbecue again. Mario recreated the stew from the previous night and it was amazing. And we just watched the sunset and went to bed really early, to be honest, because when you're not on your screens and on your phones, you end up actually sleeping quite early. So we're up early today as well. There's actually some monks came today and it looks like they're going to the cave, so I wonder if they're going to bless it. I don't know, maybe for the start of the season.
I think it's, yeah, because we've been told every beginning of the season they have to bless it for the
they do
spirit.
a sacrifice.
But the
as well.
crazy thing is that we went the first ones without any blessings, so we fingers crossed that we were all good and blessed enough, you know, to survive.
Hope so.
But yeah, next stop we're going to a bigger town for a change, going to Thakhek. We meet some people that we know and things like that, so I think it'll be pretty cool.
Back along Route 12 to join back onto the loop from Thakhek Cave, and damn, we took that road for granted because this is not very fun.
National highway.
The highway, baby. Oh my god. So yeah, we've got 1 hour left to Thakhek. It's just a very bumpy road all the way, but the mountain views still continue. Right now we're driving through an area called Cave Alley, which has loads of tiny little caves dotted along the road, surrounded by these limestone mountains. There's like water caves, there's religious and spiritual caves that you can visit, and we've been to them all before actually. They're all really nice, they all have different things to offer. We have actually just been to 2 of the biggest caves in the country though, so we are not going to go to them today, because doing the loop the way around that we just did it means that these little caves end up being a little disappointing. So if you're going to do the Thakhek loop, we would definitely recommend starting in Thakhek, driving along the cave alley first, and then going to Shebang Phai and Kong Law the opposite way around to what we just did, because start with the smaller caves and it builds up to the bigger ones, and it's just a lot more enjoyable that way. And then you get the worst road, which is this road out the way first, because these trucks are a nightmare. I don't remember there being this many trucks on this road last time we were here, but I think they're all headed towards Vietnam, so that's probably why. But we're nearly back in Thakhek. Can't wait, I need a cold drink. I've got loads of dust in my mouth.